Hello there, good evening, and welcome to T2 Kevin, where the second round of T2 Asia Pacific Table Tennis League is underway. And this afternoon, the first fixture of the day actually took place with a lot of exciting action. And so tonight, you have reasons to believe the second fixture will be just as equally beautiful and exciting, if not more. Now, let's check out the ranking right now, or first of the T, let's check out the picture of what was going on this afternoon. The men's side right now this afternoon between Team JJ and Team Rossi took place. Now the second fixture tonight will be between Team Person and Team Maze. So let's also check out so far the men's leaderboard. Right here, Dmitry Ocharev is taking the lead right now with 151 points earned under his belt. And this is the bottom six situation. And now let's check out the women's side. Sun Yun Cha of China right now is taking the lead. And this is the first six. And this is the bottom six situation. Let's check out the team standing so far with four teams involved, of course. Team JJ taking the lead, especially with a victory this afternoon over Team Rossi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a show on the road. First of all, let's put us together for Team Person. And the team consists of players such as Mizutani, Szoecs, Matthias Karlsson, Bernadette Szoecs, Sosasini, Sawatabud, and last but not least, Wang Manyi replacing Ding Ying. And the team is led by Captain Jürgen Person. Now let's also warmly welcome the second team, Team Maze. And Team of Boll, Alexander Shibayev, Chen Feng Tianwei, Yan Hayun, Hina Hayata. And the team is led by Captain Michael Maze. Folks, welcome. Now also, let's put us together for the referee team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warmly welcome. Here comes the referees. All right, meantime, we'd like to ask the two captains step forward. Let's do the coin toss. Let's check out who will have the luck to actually choose first. This is quite a much awaited showdown. Gentlemen, black side, and also we have the red side. Michael, take it, please.
I'll go for the black side.
All right, as usual, that's your favorite color. Let's do that. Sorry. Jürgen, your choice first.
Yeah, I choose that side, and I will choose Juicy Hook.
Juicy Hook, world-class chopper. And Michael, your answer?
We'll be facing Chen of
Johnny Taipei. Wow, what a show. All right, bring them on. Game one is about to start.
Welcome back to the T2 Cavern and this fascinating Asian Pacific Table Tennis League. I'm Gavin Rumgate, the 12 times Scottish national champion, and I'll be with you for the second week of the league. The new format ensures it's a game of high speed, 24-minute matches timed by the in-house clock with only 15 seconds between each point. This makes for action-packed games and incredibly close matches over the next few days. With me in the commentary box this evening is Ashley Given, the 5 times Northern Ireland national women's champion. Ashley, what did you think of this afternoon's match?
Thanks, Gavin. Well, it was a tough run, one for Team Rossi, and narrowly losing out again. Still yet to make their mark in the tournament, but as we know, there's a lot more weeks and a lot more action to be. So it'll be interesting how they can make their way back. Got an interesting starting lineup here. Szoecs, seasoned pro, up against the other seasoned pro on the team, Chen.
So here we have Chen Qianan warming up, and also here on this side we have Ju-Se-Hook.
Ju-Se-Hook, 37 years old, seasoned pro, runner-up in the men's World Singles Championships back in 2003. His last win, 2016, in the Pro Tour in Zagreb.
And for Chen Qianan, highest ranking of 17, currently sitting at a lower position of 36, but I'm sure that will change as the season progresses. Here again we have the referee Chin Wai Fat of Malaysia doing another good job for us, hopefully this evening. So here we go. As we said before, 24-minute matches. There's no juice when it gets to 10 all. That's a fascinating new concept here for us table tennis players. And Chen Qianan starts us off with a little fortuitous edge.
1 all.
A little net going in favour of Chen Qianan again. Different style than what we've seen earlier. First defensive player of the game. Oh, it's a wee bit tentative there to put the backhand away for Ju-Se-Hook. Still came out on top though. Just making sure the ball stayed on the table.
3-2.
Noticeably pumped up is Ju-Se-Hook. It's really important in the early stages of any match that you show you're right in there mentally.
3 all.
There's our little tile boys again, running straight in.
Back. 3 all.
Chen Qianan just opening up a little bit of a lead here. Really positive display, attacking straight off. There's another forehand straight into the corner of Ju-Se-Hook.
And as we've seen in the first round of matches, Ju-Se-Hook was only comfortably beaten by Shan Kun, another Asian player from China. So he'll be a little bit wary when he's playing against guys from Asia. Just able to hit that ball a little bit more explosively than your average European player.
Lovely feeling around the table there. From our position in the commentary box, we can just see how low the ball does go underneath the table before Ju-Se-Hook makes contact.
3 is solid.
A little confusion in the umpiring chair at the minute.
8-3.
That's always one of Chen Qianan's stronger shots. He likes to dip that left foot in, and when someone does that, they want to really send in a penetrating backhand.
Lovely little change up there from Ju-Se-Hook, choosing to chop right up the line.
So a very quick first game as we stand with 6 set points.
10-4.
And there it is, ladies and gents. That's a very comfortable scoreline for Chen Qianan and Team Mays in this opening set.
See there in the replays, Chen just mixing up the game a little bit more. Szoecs hasn't really got into the rhythm that we see that he can.
Maze is players have come back to the same side of the table again, and that's another feature that we have in the T2 cavern. There's no switching sides after each set.
Oh, that's a big forehand shot from Chen there. Really taking no prisoners against Szoecs, not allowing him to get into any rhythm at all.
1-2.
See Szoecs opening up there on his forehand side. Knows he has to do more with the ball.
So important, isn't it, that a defender can mix between defence, attack, change their serves around as well.
Chen did well there. That ball was sizzled back. Just light enough touch that it bounced off his racket. Again, we see there Chen dealing with the level of spin Ju is creating.
There's Timo, just looking to play one of the next matches up. He's a seasoned campaigner as our Timo.
2-5.
See here, both coaches are on their feet for the early match. Both very competitive. This is a physical match for Ju, having to do a lot more than just defend. He will have to mix it up and play a lot more forehands if he's going to impact Chen.
That's a good miss though from Ju, looking sometimes to ping the ball out to the wide forehand. That's Freddie our fly. He was a huge part of the action in the cavern in week one. It's great to see him back.
He's a seasoned campaigner, Freddie the Fly. That's harder than it looks for Chen. He's putting that ball away under pressure. I'm sure you guys at home at local league level would have maybe top edged that.
8-4.
I'm sure you guys have noticed a little bit of confusion on the scoreboard. Chen did in fact win the first set. We'll hopefully get that changed soon.
Wonderful there, attacking Chen Qianan. If he didn't like it and it was too spinny, he just delicately put the ball back on the table with backspin.
Chen really is coming out of the blocks here. So impressive, so powerful, winning a lot of points, going deep into Szoecs' backhand.
And doesn't really need to be much said, I suppose, from the Maze camp. Comfortable 11-4 and 11-5 for Chen Qianan. As he's loosened up his arm, he's loosened up his shoulder. And he's come out of
His player there, 2-0 up, comfortable lead. Just giving him some welcome support.
Third game, Chu to serve. Love all.
Szoecs, such a pivotal member of the team person camp, and it's so important that he doesn't lose a match like this. It's going to be an uphill struggle then for the rest of his team.
Well, as we've seen from round 1, Team Mays is out for revenge. Team person did clinch that victory, so Michael Mays' team will be out for blood this time.
2-1.
Look at this instant replay. The power he gets in that forehand shot. That was heavy from Ju. Really dug deep there to put extra spin on the ball. Really cutting through it.
3-2.
If I just let you all at home know how the match this afternoon panned out, and that was Team JJ playing against Team Rossi, and Matilda Ekholm won the first match for Team JJ, as did Samsonov and Sun, and Harimoto managed to win as well, but Paul Drinkle managed to get on the scoreboard for Team Rossi, so it meant that Team JJ came through at 16-12. So that was a fascinating match, and hopefully this match will be even tighter than the one we had this afternoon.
Oh, we should definitely have a camera on Michael Mays. His reactions during each point. He definitely played the point with his player.
Very strong here from Chen Qianan. He's able to read the technique, he's able to read the different flights on the ball, the different spins and trajectories. He's playing really well.
7-4.
Same action again. Ju's just not reading where Chen's playing. He keeps going deep into the backhand corner, but he's unable, Ju is unable to really do anything off that ball, not making much impact.
Lovely slow-mo shot there of Szoecs, not contacting the ball so well on that occasion though.
Wearing a little vest top, showing his guns off to the crowd and you guys at home. Nice and visible there. Again, the score just coming in wrong, but you know, I'm sure we all know exactly what the score is. Oh, just a light edge there. Doesn't really need all the luck, but of course he'll take it anyway. Impressive from Ju there, attacking really strong, but just missing out when he goes back into defense. Oh, I think we've stopped the clock now to try and fix the scoreboard on the umpiring desk.
This is when sometimes you go back to the old days, back to the 1970s and the good old pen and paper. You know, that worked a treat.
Ju knows he has to be a lot more impactful over these next few points.
5-8.
Oh, that's a big forehand from Chen. Interesting though, Ju seems to win a lot more points when he starts attacking.
Was able to even bury that ball right over the T-bar sign. Look at this one.
9-6.
That's definitely a job for one of the Boll boys to retrieve that one.
So powerful, and at that last second he can just change the angle of his wrist to send it either left, right or straight down the middle.
That's depth.
Chen Qianan, 2 sets to the good, 10-8 up. Remember, if we do have a set that goes to 10 all, there are no deuces here, you would just play a sudden death point.
Oh, Jude is putting an extra little grip on the ball there. You can really see he's fighting down for that ball. Accelerating through, getting more. There we go.
Incredible, isn't it? How many times we see games come right back, you think you've got no chance, you just stick in there, suddenly 10 all, sudden death point, Juicy Hook serving.
This is big. Can you believe it?
It's unbelievable! And he goes! Chen Qianan launching into that final shot. We must have had 30 or 40 shots there. Look how far back he is. Not quite able to get that final ball though. Juicy Hook, he drops to the ground.
Of course, the bench up. Timo, Alex Shibayev straight on their feet. Really appreciating that one from his team. Look at that.
Sometimes you can maybe make one long
And of
service,
course, with our
because now you know that you
UT2
played this
system,
shot, sometimes
only
just
1
long,
point
then
was needed.
you know wait,
No
your shot
juice.
forehand. And continue to be
No
patient.
juice at 10
Last
all,
ball,
but you
fantastic.
certainly need some
Use your
juice
backhand sometimes.
after a point like
Come
that.
on.
Get on the orange juice, my son.
Yep, just working extra hard there. The tall boy had to come back in. Needed the towel once again.
So 4, 5 and 10 for Chen Qianan and Team Maze. And what a wonderful start this is. As he bounces that ball on his racket, he'll be looking now to try and add a 4th game.
Let's see if Ju can do anything to stop Chen's momentum. It's going one way at the minute. Ju doing his best there, trying to cut through the ball, going around the side, trying to create different spins.
The referee just indicating that Ju hadn't thrown the ball up, so that's just one warning. If he was to do that serve again, that would be a point to Chen Qianan.
Chen making good use of the table, mixing it up now. Not just attacking strong to the backhand, attacking strong to the forehand.
A little bit interesting there, and as we near only 6.5 minutes left, it could be likely that we enter the kill zone. And with that can only happen between minutes 22 and 24, so with 2 minutes to go or less, we would enter the kill zone. We play a shortened game, only up to 5 points, and at 4 all it's sudden death. So the excitement builds here in this beautiful T2 cavern.
1-6.
Umpires are straight on that net call.
1-6.
Players need to reset.
Very relaxed there was Chen, and I suppose you can be when you're 3 sets up, and at that stage well up.
6-3.
Chen just wiping the table there. A little bit wondrous if the ball bounced on something a little bit rough and the motion changed.
How many times through this match have we seen Chen Jian and attacking strong into either corner, getting in with as much purchase as possible.
We can see he's very confident playing on each wing. Usually against a defending player, you try to target the middle, make them choose if they're going to chop. Oh,
8-4.
And there it is. That's the
confirmation.
first fault of the match and the first fault of this T2 League second round.
See Pearson just challenging the call, wanting to know why for his player, making it clear. There where we have it, it is cupped around the ball slightly.
8-5.
Chen taking a 4-point lead.
How beautiful was that? The sound that that ball made when it managed to contact the racket. Beautiful.
Very unlikely now that we'll enter the kill zone. But we might get another set here out of this.
That's one way to put the ball away, and you launch right through it. That's another clean winner to add to the stats.
There we have it again. Replay of the last point. Look how much power he's getting through that ball. His forearm just tightening with the muscle.
This is very good. One down spin, next up spin.
So Michael Mays and Team Mays will be delighted with the way that this Chinese Taipei athlete has started proceedings. Just relaxes the rest of the team this if you get off to such a flying start.
Oh, there's a little bit of confusion. Matthias Karlsson straight up there saying it's due serve.
So with just over 2 minutes to go of our allotted 24 minutes, we're not going to finish this full game. So it's interesting, whoever is leading, when the buzzer shouts, they will take another point for their team and individually. Listen to the oohs and ahs of this knowledgeable crowd.
They're really up for this match. A little bit quieter in the beginning, in the first match, but they're packed out and loving this action. Matthias Karlsson on his feet, trying to get Ju over the line, trying to get him a point.
In the context of this big team match, the difference between 4-1 and 5-0 is massive. So, yep, get off the bench if you can and support your player.
Then 4-1.
Oh, what a serve that was. Chen just not reading the spin there. deceptive by Ju.
Nice view of the two benches. So with 30 seconds to go, I think we're struggling to get 3 points. So I think this is going to be Ju Se-hook's game, I think.
6-2.
Ju trying to do too much there, but he is in the lead. He should get this point for his team.
And as the buzzer sounds, that's time. Both players give a nice firm handshake. And it was an extremely solid 4-1 victory for the Chinese Taipei athlete. 4, 5 and 10 and 6. Acknowledgement there from the rest of his team.
There we see forehand winners 20-14 in favour of Chen Qianan. I don't think we've seen that many clean winners except from Paul Drinkle's match earlier.
That lad Paul Drinkle, is that the guy that doesn't block?
I believe so, Gavin. I believe so. I don't think he knows the meaning of it.
A couple of wonderful shots here. Look how far back. This was the rally of the match. And this happened at 10-all.
Look at the bench there, straight up on their feet.
So it was a wonderful win for Chen Qianan. 4-1. We'll be up again soon.
Welcome back, Chen An, the clear winner of the first encounter. Chen An 今天比赛确实一上来的前4局啊，势如破竹，完全是把情况掌握在自己手中。今天胜出的理由是什么？
第一个胜出的理由就是自己比较有耐心吧，然后自己一个一个抢上手，对。
对方其实是很难缠的，到最后也可以看出啊，但始终在比赛中你是非常稳健，是不是对今天表现还是很满意啊？
对，今天表现还蛮满意的，对。
Congratulations, 祝贺建安。All right, stick around and we take a short break. When we come back, Game 2 to unfold.
我觉得可以成为一个人生的赢家才算成功。当然，人生的赢家他不只是在某个领域上，我希望是在整个人生的过程中，包括事业、家庭、生活每个方面，得到自己想要的东西，得到自己的满足，所以每天能很开心、很喜悦，这样算是成功。
All right, folks, so far Team Maze is leading by 4 points. Well, let's ask Jürgen to take a chance this time. Well, pick a color, please.
I go for the black also.
Black this time. Check it out. Guess what? Sorry about that. Michael, again, your choice.
Yes, it's my choice, and Hina Hayata.
Hina Hayata. And that's in the women's singles now. Your answer to his choice.
Szoecs.
Szoecs. Okay, great. Szoecs from Hungary. That's fantastic. All right, bring them on. Game 2 is about to start.
So we're back now for game 2. Unusual in that game 1, Juicy Hook was so strong but losing 4 games to 1. So it's Bernadette Szoecs of Romania against Hina Hayata of Japan.
Here we have Bernadette Szoecs, age 22, just a little bit older than myself. She was 2017 Brazil Open winner. Highest ranked being 49, just a little bit lower than that, currently at 55.
And here the lefty, currently ranked at 19. It's been as high as 16 in the world and aged 16, just a young pup, and got the bronze medal in the 2017 World Championships in Dusseldorf. So well done to Hina Hayata.
Had the pleasure of seeing her this morning in the gym, getting ready for this match against Szoecs.
Yeah, she was working really hard. She had her support team in there doing numerous stretches. She had the Dyna bands out. Great to see, even at this young age, that players get into a good habit of stretching and looking after their bodies.
Hina straight out of the blocks here, showing her team she means business, showing the first 2 points against the very loud as well, Bernadette Szoecs. This will be an entertaining one. Both fiery players, as we've seen from round 1.
Not being as tall as some of the, difficult to reach forward to the net.
Lovely little cushion round the side of the ball there, adding some side spin as well as back spin on that. There we go. Few little cheers to yourself. Definitely vocal here. It's great to see.
That's better from the young Romanian. Just looking to accelerate. It came at a surprise there that she decided to go down the line on her first shot.
Next. 3-4.
Hina just not doing enough on that ball. Popped it up. Enough for Szoecs to add some extra power.
Really good work on the ball there. Keeping her feet rooted to the ground. She could generate lots of spin.
Lovely little service action there from Hina. But Bernie's not to be fooled. Handles it perfectly.
So the players share the opening 10 points.
Mathias Karlsson on his feet for his fellow teammate. Bernie's going to love that support.
Yeah, there's good chemistry between all of that team.
6-4.
Nip and tuck here. For both players, no one taking a lead yet.
And as the camera pan.
This is really important for Team Person. They don't want to have a big deficit early on.
better from Hayata. And really positive body language to follow too. And we're down to less than 20 minutes to go. It's amazing how quickly the clock seems to count down.
Lovely little spin up there from Bernadette Szoecs. Really taking care of the ball, making sure she's got full rotation.
Taking a bit of time to deliver this service. This is a biggie. And a little float serve. That's where someone comes in and doesn't impart any spin. They might shoot their wrist right through quickly on the ball, but they catch the ball a little bit thicker, thus not generating so much spin.
Bernie again opting to play slower, but with more spin. Really has been effective here in the last couple of points. Hina not really impacting the ball quite well here, taking it too late.
Taking it early. A little high-pitched scream in appreciation.
There's confirmation of the last point. Look what it means. Straight round to the bench, straight round to the team. Look at that.
She also said the spin is good. Huh?
Jorgen Persson himself,
if you should play to
former Olympic champion,
not the slow one. You did
former world number one.
It's better to keep it in back. It must be
buckets of experience. Such a wonderful guy.
Relax. Huh? Have fun. Smile. Come on.
Oh, interesting advice there. Telling Hina to relax. Oh, and in the very bottom corner here, we have Timo Boll and Alex Shibayev warming up for the next match. Should be exciting to see these two fiery players come on the table.
So let's see if Hina Hayata gets a quicker start in this second set. It's important to get a foothold early on.
Hina just bending the ball a little bit there to Szoecs' backhand. Szoecs not really adapting to that one. There we have again a little change of spin, change of direction, catching Szoecs out yet again. Here we have it. Look at that. It's just perfection there.
And with so many of the women's games being these quick trading rallies, how important is it that you get a talented player that can change the speed and change the spin?
It's very important in the women's game to be a little bit different. Trying to create more on your serve like Hina did there. Really important to change the spin though. Don't want to get into too many backhand to backhand or over rallies that are just too quick.
Thanks. Love fine.
See there, confirmation. Hina is in perfect control when the rally is a little bit quicker. Szoecs should play with a little bit more spin like she has been doing. It does work for her.
And at this level, that's where tactics have to be spot on. You have to employ different tactics depending on who you play.
It's a good example there. Bernadette's just disappearing away from the table a little bit. Left too much of the open space for Hina to play with.
Wonderful deception there from the Hayata racket. She was a couple of paces back from the table there, as we see. And then she was able to step back in for that backhand.
Good composure from Szoecs at the minute. 8-1 down. As a junior, Szoecs may have blown up a little bit, being at this deficit, but she's really come into herself as a senior player. matured well over the years.
We've not seen too many sets as one-sided as this one. And Hayata with 9 game points. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick set, a very productive set from Hina Hayata. She races to an 11-1.
Match break, 1 minute.
Szoecs will be disappointed with that one. After winning the first, she lost massive control there. The momentum fully with Hayata now.
I think, as you said there, Ashley, the game just went a little bit quicker. The rallies, the trading rallies were a lot faster, and I don't think that suits the team person and Bernadette Szoecs' camp.
Up in our little crowd there, someone has a lovely little bear. Really nice to see the fans and the crowd getting involved here in the T2 family.
Third game. Hayata to serve love all.
So those of you at home wondering what it's like to hit a ball here in this wonderful Pinewood Studios, well, it's a 15,000 square foot studio. This is Film Studio 2. We have 5 amazing studios here. The biggest of the studios at 30,000 square feet. Can you believe that? And that is very, very big indeed. Most of the tournaments or club level matches that you've played have probably been between 500 to 1,000 lux as well in the light that's generated. Here we have a whopping 3,000 lux. Now, if anyone fresh airs the ball here, we should be picking them up on that. It's beautiful conditions.
2-all.
Szoecs just getting back into this match. It's 2-all. She's definitely a spirited player. That's definitely what we need to see more of. Heavy spin. Doesn't matter about the height. They're not going to hit a clean winner off a heavy, heavy spin ball.
My teammate back home, Neil Cameron, he would have appreciated that. One of the slowest spin-ups I've ever seen, and maybe will see.
Look at that, she's straight in this again. 4-2 up. Momentum will shift again. Bernie being the more aggressive of the two here. Really trying to get into her opponent's face. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. You've seen that serve earlier, the tomahawk serve, only from Dimitrov. It's amazing how it transfers into the women's game as well. Bernie just losing a little bit of focus there. Played the right ball, and then just took their foot off the gas a little bit.
We have so many wonderful servers on display this week. That beautiful tomahawk serve that we have from Dimitrov, but also in the women's side, in week 1, we had Ding Ning as well.
A little bit of confusion on the umpire scoreboard there. It's fixed now though. Coaches were straight in to fix that.
That's it, voice it up a bit, says Hayata. Appreciation there from the bench.
That was a nice little ball into the middle of Hayata there. Using the middle of the table is really important in the women's game. A lot of players choose not to use it and play too much in the wing.
And obviously the table, the way it is here, without the middle white line, a bit tougher sometimes to find the middle of the table. Do you see there?
Bernie doesn't seem to have any trouble at the minute though. She's 7-6 in the lead.
It's an example there of speed. Doesn't always work. Sometimes it works against you unless you direct the ball into a perfect position.
Again, opting for speed over spin. Spin has been working for Bernadette Szoecs. We need to see more of that and less of the speed.
Look at the way Jorgen Persson is strutting around there. It's like he's in a dugout. Very clever to keep that serve right till the end. Carving round the left-hand side of the ball, being left-handed. Getting that ball to kick and jump at the last second as it made con table.
You can see how frustrated Bernadette will be there. Really disappointed. First two were beautiful forehands, a little bit faster, and the luck favoured Hayata. Known for her little bit of dramatics on the table. That's what the crowd loved to see though.
I think she needs to take a few gulps of that water just to calm down slightly. This is when you need a relaxed Swede by your side.
Come to 10-10 and she make this serve, this one, not too here. You must only block
Here's
it.
the
like
unforced errors. 16-9 for Bernadette Szoecs.
Okay?
A lot of them have been good misses though, but of course we have seen unforced errors. She's played too quick, too aggressive, instead of using that nice slow spin she's developed over the years.
Hayata comes back to the table with conviction, but let's see what Szoecs can serve up. With 8 minutes to go of this 24-minute match, that's 1 point saved. Just a little bit tight there on that forehand from the young Romanian. Just didn't accelerate through that ball, thus losing the set 11-9.
She definitely caught it a little bit too thick, a little bit flat, clipping the net and going net off. Should have cushioned the ball a little bit more spin needed there, I think.
Sometimes you can just hold the ball on the racket a little bit longer to make sure that you create the arc on the ball. A little bit harder these days to create arc on the ball, changing from celluloid to plastic as we did before, but you know, it's always a challenge. But it's great to see these top players out here in the wonderful T2 cabin.
Very good to forehand. Short to forehand. This service and then after play.
Referee shouting time, no messing around. We're right back in, high octane, high speed, and we're back in service with the Romanian.
Just serve drifting there a little bit. Can't take that chance serving against Hayata. She'll be straight in there. The power going through Hayata there. Just played to the wrong location. Szoecs was waiting to play her backhand. Definitely her strongest shot.
Let's 1-all.
Nice to see Michael Mia's taking care of himself, putting a little bit of chapstick on for the cameras. It's a lovely little spin up there. Sitting just half on the table. Hayata not able to do too much with it, except for put the ball back on the table with a soft block.
Thanks. 3-1.
Ball drifting a little bit half long there in the push. Bernadette just not accelerating the racket head through it.
Thanks. 3-2.
Another good rally won by Hayata. Always seems favourite in these quicker exchanges close to the table. That's the hours of practice. That's the work that these elite athletes put in, I suppose.
Amazing though, she's only 16 years old. Technically could be in our T2 junior section, which is upcoming soon.
Yes, there's so many wonderful areas here in our T2 cavern. It's not just what you see here.
Right in front of his, and you can see it behind the T-bar sign there, the colourful TTX area. The sport played with no rubber on the bat at all. Really for a more beginner developmental stage, but a very important stage, of course, for our players.
I might go into that section then, see if I can win a match.
But little careful also, spin more out to back.
Nice view there of the crowd. Invite only here. You're not going to get in here and pay a little bit of money on the door. No chance.
Right ball from Bernadette there. I think that's a good miss. Trying to play a little bit wider on the Hayata backhand. Hayata's too comfortable there to exchange backhand to backhands.
6-4.
With less than 3.5 minutes to go, it's touch and go whether we can enter the kill zone. So for some of you viewers just tuning in now, you've had a busy day at work or whatever you've been doing. It's really important when we get to this stage that we could be entering the kill zone. Now that is a shortened game, first to 5 points, and at 4-all, it's sudden death. It doesn't get any more exciting than that, right here in Johor, Malaysia.
Lovely little backhand spin up down the line from Bernadette. Mixing up the variation of where she's playing. Crucial if she's going to hang in this set and try to nick it.
Aided by the little brush of the net there was Bernadette Szoecs that we see there, just scraping it back.
Oh, lovely little backhand punch. She's known for that back in her junior days. Really coming down onto the ball, using a lot of force and momentum from Hayata's spin.
Wonderful, stuffy point from Bernadette Szoecs there. Let's keep our eye on the clock. 1 minute to go. Another squeal of appreciation, and the whole bench is up.
We know how fiery Bernadette is from the junior days right through in her career. She'll definitely be trying to get a hold of Ju's guns for the kill zone.
A quick point there from Hayata. 1 point behind. And there it is, another squeal from Szoecs, and we know what that means. We're going to enter the kill zone. High fives all round.
You change service to this one. Okay.
Playing a little bit wider there in her opening backhand shot, trying to stay off Hayata's racket. She's playing a little bit quicker now, and as she plays on the racket, we know how comfortable Hayata is.
Spin straight with spin is very good.
And
very good. So
2 games all here.
more wide out
We know the winner of this. Of course, they take an extra point for their respective teams, but they also pick up $1,000 for the win.
First to 5 points. Love all.
As the referee clearly stated there, we're now marching on, and it's first to 5 points to see who's going to win this one.
Look at that scream of delight there. She means business in this kill zone.
Love 1.
Positive nod of the head though from the Japanese player. Ball clipped the net there, and Szoecs is saying, why are you showing, why are you appreciating that when it was a clear net? However, we tick on quickly, and it's Szoecs' turn for 2 serves.
Getting into a quicker exchange there. Bernadette really needs to slow the game down. No need to play so fast, there's no clock in the kill zone.
How wonderful was that? She managed to get her racket above the ball as it clipped the net, stepped back in, and as she hit the ball, a firm stamp down on the floor.
Little smile of delight on the other bench in Team Maze. Knew how good that shot was from the team person camp.
You just have to get off the bench for that. Look at it.
Matthias Karlsson holding the bench by himself, really supporting his fellow teammate.
But that's a scruffy point in the way of Hayata, and she's doing really, really well to stay in there. We're at 2 games all, we're 3 all. Remember, ladies and gents, we're in the kill zone. It's only up to 5 points. Wonderful close-up view here of the Szoecs service. And that forehand was ugly, it was snatched. There was a bit of tension there. Yeah, let's just smile about it. Let's get on to the next point.
Next. 3-4.
Top edge there from Pina to clinch the game.
Hayata teammates.
Bernadette will be annoyed there. She was playing the perfect point up until that moment.
That was a sore one there, but how well did Hayata stick in there? Game after game, and managing to come through.
Means she picks up the nice little $1,000 bonus. But it's not all about the money here in T2. It's all about the team and the team score. Some percentages here for you now. 56% on points won for Hayata to Szoecs' 45%. Just about right, I think.
Some wonderful match highlights now for us all to enjoy.
Lovely spirited match between both the players. Really fiery game here. Nice to see in the women's game especially.
Some fast trading rallies. There was some little deft touches we see there. All really, really good. And as we've seen here, it came all the way down to the kill zone. It was Team Maze and it was Hina Hayata that came through. 3-2.
All right, we're here with a victor here, final victor, Hina Hayata, and since my Japanese is next to zero, I need a translator, help me out. Hina, what made a difference in the end? The kill zone could go either way. What do you make of it?
最後のキルゾーンは何か違えてましたか？
相手にフォア前にサーブずっと出されてたので、そこのレシーブを思い切ってやろうっていう気持ちと、自分がサーブを持ったときは、しっかり攻めていこうって思いました。
The opponent has a change in the way she served, so I was just thinking I will just receive her serve without without thinking too much about it.
You certainly actually were very calm and you did a wonderful job. Congratulations. Arigato. Thank you very much indeed. All right. Thanks so much. All right. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Game 3. All right, now May's team is leading 7-3. So, Jürgen, again, your chance to do the coin toss. Will it give you the wish you want, perhaps? Let's just see your color.
Yeah, I try black again.
I'll try black again. Let's try. Check it out. Guess what? This time it's not on you, the luck. Michael?
No, you will see from my team, you will see Alexander Shibayev.
Shibayev. Shibayev who? Okay, and your answer to this choice?
Is Jun Mizutani.
Jun Mizutani, Shui Gusun from Japan. Great choice. All right, looking forward to.
The towel is there. Towel is there. You have your own towel on? No, the boy. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I bet that is blue. Okay. The blue one is
So
there.
that was a very intriguing match that we've just seen between two wonderful players. That was Hina Hayata managing to come through in a really tight 3-2 battle in the kill zone of all places. And now we move on to another of our men's matches. Big tussle here between Japan's Jun Mizutani and Russia's Alexander Shibayev.
Here we have Jun Mizutani, the 2016 Australian Open winner. He was also a strong junior as well, winning the World Junior Championships. Should be a fun match here with him playing.
And at the other side of the net, we have Alexander Shibayev, currently ranked 28. It's been as high as 21 in the world. Wonderful backhand, very strong when he turns round the corner as well to use his forehand. An interesting battle here. And again, we see Winnie Che of Singapore in the referee's seat. She was here also for match round 1. So Shibayev, a fiery figure, and Mizutani very relaxed. Interesting to see here the contrast in personalities and how that is then portrayed in the match.
Shibayev with first blood here, taking a 2-point lead. Really, really strong over the table. Mizutani will have to push him back if he's going to win a few points.
Nice little view there of our comfy seats in the cavern. I had a seat over there for 5 minutes and I was almost off for a snooze earlier.
Interesting to see. In round 1, Mizutani a little bit more aggressive than we've seen him previously. Let's see if he can start being a little bit more aggressive here. 4-0 down at the minute.
I think with Shibayev's game style, he likes when players push his serves back. He serves a lot of no-spin serves. When players get round, the likes of Dmitry Ovcharov, when he looks to come round and backhand flick, that's when Shibayev struggles a little bit more. So interesting here, if the Japanese player will be able to employ some of those tactics as well.
You can see the tactic clear in Shibayev, trying to play aggressive over the table, straight off a Mizutani forehand. This is his game. He will implement it throughout the match.
Fast play and an apology from the Russian. A nice mix of spin and speed from both players there. Mizutani, such a wonderful hand, and especially in his backhand corner, the way he's able to just take the pace off the ball.
We know Shibayev doesn't shy away from a game. Impressive display in round 1, taking on Harimoto, the young pup.
And when Shibayev gets on a run like this, really tough to stop. And he gets in with his forehand so often. Look at that leg strength there, trying to stay low.
Shibayev means business here. A 5-point lead. Definitely being the aggressive of the two.
So it opens up a 6-point lead here. 6 game points.
5-10. This will be quite worrying for Team Pearson. It was Mizutani that added 3 points to 2 against Germany's Timo Boll the last time this team met.
10-6.
A little bit fortunate at the end of the rally there, Mizutani. He did really well to get some of those big shots back from the Russian.
Well, the momentum was fully with Shibayev at that point. Staying a little bit closer than Mizutani, not much, but still a little bit to make a difference.
Massive first set there for Russia's top player. And when he's linking with backhand and forehand like that, massive appreciation. He gets himself pumped up. When he's feeling it, he's really on. Confirmation there. Very comfortable. 11 points to 7 lead for Shibayev, taking this first set. And Team Mays looking very comfortable as we are halfway through this team match.
June just hasn't really got started here. It's hard to deal with the power from Shibayev. Look at that, fully extending over the table. He's a tall figure, but he fully gets down low and follows through. Interesting here to see the little difference in technique. Jun Mizutani's forehand a little bit tighter to the body, while Shibayev's is a lot longer, but he fully extends his arm out, covering more area of the table as well.
That's always what's so fascinating about any sport, contrast in styles. You look at tennis, the contrast between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, and that's what makes sport so watchable.
Well, I suppose like in tennis as well, with the different surfaces, table tennis has the different brand of ball. Every ball different, the bounce and the trajectory, but the players do adapt.
And at this event, we're very fortunate to have our very own T2 ball given to us.
Won the Korean Open with the new ball. Suits him perfectly. And he is yet to come up in this match. He will be our final men's match in this team selection. Interesting there, just a few points before this. A little signal from Michael Mays to Shibayev to calm down a little bit, don't get too carried away. As we know, he's very fiery. It can overtake him sometimes.
Wonderful table tennis here. The T2 cavern. Look how this rally develops. Both players going at it.
This is what we want to see. Look how low Shibayev is getting to the ground. Definitely one of the players that gets the lowest out of the men's game for sure.
Mizutani feeling a little bit uncomfortable there. Normally he would just fish and just lob that ball on, feeling rushed.
But he can't really do that here. Shibayev has too much power. He needs to attack back. He needs to get into a better position.
You see that first three-stroke percentage stat there, 65-35 in the way of Shibayev. He really is motoring on, and that evidence is backed up with the stats.
Look at this, 6-point lead.
More game points then for Russia's finest. And there it is, extremely quick second game as well. I think even Michael Mays, he's seen a lot of things in his time, but I think even he is a little bit surprised with this scoreline as he rises off his chair.
Oh, Shibayev taking into a banana here. That's right, mate, you get more potassium into you.
And there we go, 11-7 and 11-4. Another turn up for the books
Otherwise, it's correct. You play. You can, if you wait, the receive.
Feng Tian Wei, look at her, just warming up the body, getting a good solid 10 or 15 minute practice in.
We had the pleasure of watching her practice against Timo Boll earlier. Great to see these players mixing not only men and women, but European and Asian as well.
Love 1.
Amazing that in the first couple of sets,
2 love.
very short games, less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes 51 for the first game, 4 minutes 41, 10 seconds quicker for the second game. Who would believe that?
Shibayev really making use of the T2 rules of playing quicker. Normally we see him on the World Tour circuit taking his time, pausing before the other person serves, but here he's definitely motoring on.
For those of you wondering what the conditions are really like down here courtside, it's a lot quicker in here in this cavern than it is on the World Tour stage, and this could also be helping Shibayev to hit some winners. Normally it feels like you're hitting through treacle on the World Tour. Not sure if anyone's ever hit a winner on the World Tour. So different here in the T2 cavern.
I think the only person that might is England's Paul Drinkle, the way he played earlier.
That man that doesn't block again. Just feels here that Mizutani not able to generate as much spin as he would like. Shibayev getting on top of 3 or 4 big reloops so far.
Again, with the change from celluloid to plastic, it has hampered Mizutani's game a little bit. He used to play with heavy spin. It's a lot more difficult now for him to create as much as what he did.
Look at the points won on serve. Shibayev simply dominant.
Lovely little close-up action for you guys at home. So many camera angles here to choose from.
There's our wonderful T2 ball, been picked up from Mizutani and hoisted over the other side of the net. And here we go.
Scrappy little point there, but we can see how fiery Shibayev is. Doesn't matter what it is, he'll show the house down.
5-6.
That's a better link up from the Japanese player, linking serve to the first ball, and when you're doing that you always feel comfortable.
Lovely little touch there from the Japanese player. Just not enough to impact Shibayev. Shibayev playing with still a lot of power.
7-5.
Wonderful slow-mo there. Mizutani trying to get the ball back.
7-6.
Let's see if he can try and hang in this one. We've only got 11 minutes of our allocated 24 left. Even in receive, Shibayev 15-10 up. Dominant in all areas at present.
6-8.
Michael Mia's on his feet for his player. This is a real turnaround from round 1. Mia's team 9-3 against Pearson. And we know the score of the round 1 match was 14-12 to Pearson.
7-8.
Timeout there called by Michael Mays.
1 minute.
Clever there, trying to keep the lead to get an extra point in the table.
Keep level. But no think what 8-7
A lot
or
of coaches
10-7
now
doesn't
will
matter.
just
think every ball. Just play
decide
your game.
how their player is going to play the next point. Do you play aggressively? Do you go for one of your set plays? That's possibly what
Then you can come
Karlsson
back, yeah.
is trying
Okay.
to relay
Good. It's better,
to the
it's better.
Japanese star right now.
Seven, 8.
Our assistant umpire there, working hard.
Every time after the timeout, it seems to be Shibayev that wins that next point. And that's rather deflating if you're on the end of that. Nip and tuck as we get close to seeing who's going to win this third set. Shibayev knows that he's on the verge of a humongous win here. Good old push to push. You would have appreciated that in many of your clubs back home.
Shibayev just taking a little bit longer on the time. Pretty sure that was over the time limit there. Very clever tactic indeed. Oh, net cord there, but as we know, luck does favour the brave, and the Russian has been very brave in this match.
Big service delivery now. Well played, Jun Mizutani. As the referee screams there, no deuce, it's sudden death. Did well there to compose himself, did Mizutani. An advantage now for Shibayev. He has the serve. Oh, and Shibayev just hitting the edge of the racket, off the edge of the table. Sometimes you see fingers being lost in those occasions. Whoa.
Look what it meant to Jun Mizutani though. They're getting a point on the board. How crucial it is for Team Pearson now to try and bridge this gap from 9-4 down.
We've seen in match round one a few team scores where it looked helpless really. 5, 6, 7 points down. But then, when the likes of Ding Ning stepped up and won 5 sets to 0, it's amazing how matches can change so quickly. So here we go. It's the Japanese star. He's going to start us off.
A little bit of controversy there.
Shibayev just saying, if you want, I can change my racket. I've damaged it. Just showing Winnie Che there.
Just need confirmation from the lead umpire coming in. This will give Jun Mizutani a little bit of time to think. Fourth set.
So you can scuff the racket, but you can't really break the rubber surface. And I think that's what's happened here.
Timo Boll just running around the corner at the speed of light, trying to retrieve Shibayev's other racket.
It looks like we're taking a lot of time here, but don't worry, folks. The clock has stopped. You will not be missing any action.
A little bit of extra advice there from Jorgen Persson. Must be lovely to have such an experienced man on the team, especially for Jun Mizutani, who trails now 2-1.
Referee just inspecting racket number 2.
Mizutani to serve. Love all.
Oh, this racket's even better than the first one.
Definitely a little bit of a quicker racket. Don't know if Shibayev needs any more power.
He's battling out there, is Shibayev. It's very tough when you damage a racket to then go to another one. It's very difficult to have identical rackets.
Team Miz just inspecting the other racket by Timo Boll's face. I'm pretty sure he thought he could have played with it. Wasn't too happy with that decision.
3-2.
Racket noticeably quicker, I think, and this is a shame if this actually spoils the outcome of the match. Shibayev, to be honest, was the better player, and if he ends up now losing 3 sets to 2 on a poor refereeing decision, then that's not so good.
You can see his arm speed just a little bit decreasing there to deal with the different racket. Creating a lot more spin, less power, or else the ball will soar off.
5-3.
So with 5 minutes to go, we could find ourselves at 2 games all and very close to a kill zone game as well. It's fascinating the way that these matches are so closely contested.
That was absolutely massive there from Jun Mizutani. Not easy to put a ball away at that height. We usually find him in the defensive position. Never really see Shibayev in that role. Paid off for Mizutani though.
Yeah, it's just good stuff all round. Great table tennis from 2 great players. An appreciation from Michael Mays, of course.
5-6.
If in doubt, give it a clout, as Paul Drinkle would say. Just seems to have oiled that backhand the last couple of rallies, Shibayev.
Definitely taking some notes last week from Paul Drinkle, who got the better of him in the Australian Open.
Let's 6-7.
Looks like we may get to enter the kill zone if Shibayev wraps up this game. 2 minutes 38 seconds left.
It's wonderful from Shibayev. He really is playing so well. You've got Boll, you've got Mays, you've got everyone standing up there in appreciation.
9-6.
Lovely little change of direction there. The angle he created deep into Mizutani's forehand opened up the whole table. Here we'll see it again. Look at this, and then straight down the line.
So 4 game points, and these would be match points. And there we go. We have it. It's 3 games to 1 for Shibayev. And we've entered the kill zone, everyone. For those of you that are just tuning in now, the kill zone is first to 5 points, a shortened game, an even more exciting game than the ones up to 11. Can you believe that?
Absolutely superb, Gavin. Of course, we've got the benefit of the no clock in the kill zone. The players can take their time, and I can bet you anything that Shibayev will be taking his time on every single point, moving back to his World Tour atmosphere.
Love all.
Well, they can take their time, but it's still really 15 seconds between each point, and we'll see if the referee will get out 1 or 2 yellow cards.
Love 1.
So this is a big one for Team Person. 4-10 down. I really feel like they need this one.
1-all.
Shibayev, all credit to him. He's made that second racket work. A lot of players would have just fallen apart there. Michael Mays playing every shot with his player. The reaction on his face and in his body is absolute delight.
For all we know, this is a frying pan with a couple of rubbers on it. But nobody's told Shibayev that.
2-all.
Of course, Shibayev has used a timeout. Only 1 per player.
2 important serves to come for the Russian. Stepped round so well there, didn't he?
That's definitely a good miss though. That tactic has worked really well over this game. Playing deep and wide into Mizutani's forehand, as you'll see here, and then switching up the line. High risk, but who told Shibayev that? I don't think anyone did.
Another big shout, another lovely change of direction, caressing that ball right into the middle to Shibayev.
Shibayev, an integral person in the Team Mays camp, did so well in round 1. Definitely wants this $1,000 bonus here though, and he's got it.
He's doing so well as a number 3 in the team here.
This is the beauty of T2 though. All the players play each other. The number 3 in the team don't necessarily play the other number 3. It's high level stuff in the T2 cavern.
So it's match point now for Mizutani in the kill zone.
That's 4-3.
Even if he wins this though, he does lose 3 sets to 2.
That's a bad miss from Mizutani. Did too much with the ball. Didn't give himself enough space here, as we'll see. Arm really close to the body. Look at the anguish on his face there. He knows how important that was.
So here it is. Here's the final point of the match. It's unbelievable! The Russian star! It's 2 fists up! He congratulates Jun Mizutani as well though, but how wonderful did he play in that match? He had to change rackets!
I don't think anyone told Shibayev that that racket's different. What an unbelievable match we had there. Look at the crowd in the background. The crowd absolutely loved it. Oohs and ahs filling the film studio.
I think that racket will be on eBay. It's sold for about £10,000 tonight. Wow, he's played so well.
The other racket will be in the bin after that.
So there we go. Confirmation for us. And an incredible win, really, for Alexander Shibayev. He's the number 3 player and winning 5-4 in that kill zone to win it 4-1.
Look at that, though. 15 forehand winners for Shibayev. And points won on service, 60% to Mizutani's 38%. Little bit underwhelming for the Japanese player. A lot of you guys at home would have expected the result to go the other way, I think. Shibayev really stood up to the table for his team there.
Again, some cracking highlights for us all to enjoy. Shibayev almost back in another film studio. And look how this last rally progressed. It was wonderful from Shibayev. 2 fists, 4 games.
Well, Alex is with us right now. Alex, seems that today everything worked for you in your favor and clicked. You must be very proud of yourself. What do you say?
I say today, first time I win kill zone. This very good day, I think, for me. And I think today I play well, and I get some points for my team. I think this is most important.
Well, in the kill zone, were you nervous at all? Because you were behind.
No, I'm not nervous. I want to keep my game and just play.
Job well done. Alex, congratulations. All right. Stick around. When we come back, game 4. Welcome back. So far, a huge cushion enjoyed by Team May. So let's just give Team Jürgen Person another chance to do coin toss, rather.
I changed to red now.
Okay, change your mind. Let's just see if the red color is going to be with you. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Michael, again, your choice.
Yeah, on this side, we will see Feng Chen Wei.
Feng Chen Wei, Singapore. All right, your answer.
Wang from China.
Wow, that's great. That's the younger player, as we know, Wang Manyi replacing Ding Ying here. Bring them on. Game 4.
So again, we've seen some wonderful matches here for round 2. Fitting of a grand final, really, the way that Shibayev successfully dispatched of Japan's #1 player, Jun Mizutani. But now, an interesting matchup here. Wang Manyu of China against Feng Tianwei of Singapore.
Here we have Wang Manyu. She was a part of the Australian Platinum Pro Tour there, finishing runner-up. We'll see if nerves play a game here. This is her first match in the T2.
And at the other side of the table, we have Feng Tianwei of Singapore, currently ranked at 4 in the world, was as high as #2 in the world, and that was when She successfully dispatched of China in the World Team Championships all the way back in 2010. Welcome back again to Winnie Che in our referee seat.
To serve. Love all.
So here we go, Singaporean in service.
Love one.
And we were watching the Chinese athlete Wang Manyu earlier on practice against Juicy Hook, the chopper.
She really looked like she was beating him in the practice. Really interesting stuff. But of course here, a little bit different than playing Juicy Hook. The women's game a little bit quicker. A lot of over the table action. Feng Changwei will look to assert her authority here. The seasoned T2 athlete, her second week.
This match really, really tough to call.
2-3.
If we go on practice hall form, we would possibly favour Wang, but we know that that means absolutely nothing. It's all about out there on the match table, not looking pretty in practice.
Well, we know both players had an excellent warm-up. Feng Changwei also practicing with Germany's Timo Boll. Don't think you can get much better than that, Gavin, for an opening practice.
It's not too shabby, is it?
Lovely little backhand over display there from Feng Changwei. Really trying to assert authority, mixing up the play, playing to different locations on the table. Very important in the women's game.
She's really voicing it up here, is the Singaporean.
She had a really sad kind of opening start to T2. Losing a few games, losing to Bernadette Szoecs from Romania. So she really wants to get a few points in her team here. Keep the momentum ticking over for Team Maze.
There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders though when you are the #1 in your team. You're expected to go out there, get lots of individual points, but more importantly, points for the team.
Well, as we heard there from Shibayev in the interview, that's what he was focusing on more, getting the points for the team.
6-all.
Impressive display here from the Chinese athlete. Really rising to the occasion here. Her first week in T2. It's a lot of pressure, but she looks like she's handling it well.
That was unlucky from Feng there. Tried to creep back in closer to the table, but the ball just going net off as Boll and Mays watch on.
Not catching the ball there at all. Not adapting to the angle of the ball. Really struggling here a little bit. Feng Changwei losing the lead.
8-7.
Still a few points to play here in this really important opening set.
8-7.
Please play on, says Miss Che. Of course.
Of course, the Chinese athlete not used to the T2 rules yet. We saw confusion in the first round. technically this is her first round, even though we're in round 2.
It's a strong put away there from Feng Tianwei. A lot of players think that she doesn't have a huge amount of power, but when she's getting through the ball like that, she's as good as most of them.
Lovely little switch up there, change of angle, completely tricking Feng Tianwei. No, I'm not going to get into a backhand exchange there.
10-8.
And very quickly, we've got to 2 game points for Wang. Let's see if she can win the first of those.
11-8.
And she does. That's a really strong opening for the Chinese athlete. Waltzing in here, first match, very difficult.
A lot of you at home may not know, but the T2 League is playing on a rotation system with the Chinese athletes. Wang replacing Ding Ning, who has paved the way for her with a superb start in round 1.
Players, time.
It's tough when you have to try and fill the boots of the world #1 table tennis player, but she's done a great effort in managing to do that in the first set. So here we go again. It's Wang Manyu back in service.
Love 1.
The Singaporean here being very vocal. Trying to get a point for Team Maze on the board here.
1-all.
So good to see. I've just taken a little look to the left of me and I've looked over at the comfy seats. All of our dignitaries and VIPs are still here, and that's great to see as well. They really are in for some thrilling and action-packed table tennis. We still have a lot of table tennis left today and over the next 2 or 3 days.
Look at that, look at the aggression on her body as she won that point. Crucial, she needs to do a little bit more. She let Wang take a lead in the first game. She needs to do more here.
2-3.
A little bit tight there from Feng Tianwei. Doing a little bit of shadow play in that 15-second break, knowing what she needs to fix.
Let's 2-3.
Nice clear call from our referee.
Now that ball is a lot trickier than it looks. A little bit of spin and it kicked up. Feng Tianwei dealt with it superbly though, creating a little bit of angle. You saw the ball kicking off to the side.
4-2.
It's really important as well when someone spins that ball up that you don't just hit through the middle of it. You have to caress round left or right hand side of the ball so that the spin doesn't catapult the ball off the end of the table.
Thin edge there for Wang.
Little glance at our opponent there, Feng.
3-5.
Shibayev, loud on the court, loud on the bench as well, supporting Feng the whole way. What a superb change of pace there, getting into a backhand exchange, but it was Wang adding and injecting more pace.
4-5. Six, 4.
Lovely shot from our camera right above the table there.
6-5.
I can't believe I missed that ball. It wasn't me.
6-all.
Feng just wiping the table there. Pretty sure with Shibayev on, but right before her, there's a little bit of sweat going to be lingering on the table. 2 of the men's players working hard in the match before. Feng really trying to mix up the game here now, playing directly into Wang's forehand. Really important here. Keep mixing the game.
Tianwei, really important here that she can get a foothold in the match. And that little spin up might just be the one to make her get closer in this match.
Oh, that was massive. Little bit of luck though, but still excellent play. Changing, playing forehand to backhand and then straight down into the middle. Hitting Wang right in the face.
9-6.
It's always a sore one. It doesn't need to be a cricket ball or a football that hits you in the face. A table tennis ball can be sore enough.
7-9.
Oh, Wang just catching her racket again.
So 3 game points for the Singaporean. And there it is. That's an unbelievable 11.
For early, I would definitely give credit to Timo Boll, the practice partner for Feng in the warm-up, playing with heavy spin, cushioning the ball. Lovely little shot of our T2 cavern there. Really is an impressive studio.
Maybe not this, yeah, okay.
As Gab.
1-love.
Interesting to see. Team person a little bit flat now. Szoecs still on the bench, but still recovering from her own individual loss.
1-all.
It's lovely the way that they can play with such high tempo and be so relaxed at the same time. Hitting the ball quickly, but relaxing the muscles as you hit.
1-3.
Both players just taking a little bit of time. Definitely going over the 15 seconds there, I think.
An interesting stat as well so far in the match. Feng Tianwei opting for 6 faster serves. Wang only going for 2, so she's wanting to tie the game down a little bit more. It's interesting how players go about their business.
Feng just injecting a little bit more pace there. The ball kicking longer than Wang expected. Just didn't adapt quick enough.
It's amazing here the difference in the positive attitude that Feng Tianwei has brought to the table here. I was right up close watching her match at the Australian World Tour, and she was very, very...
A positive attitude has come from her team. Very supportive in the Team Mia's camp.
She make power, you only like this, yeah? Not always power, yeah? Sometimes also a little slower, yeah?
It's interesting.
Maybe a little here.
Jürgen Persson here, obviously
very quick, yeah.
speaks
Maybe a
fluently
little
in
attack.
English, but he
First ball
also
in here.
can speak
Second
really
then
good
change here or
Mandarin.
Okay.
So
Service,
that's
okay.
important, and I
Service
suppose
good
that's
to
important
full,
with
then,
all of his
after
business
a little quick.
opportunities
Good.
over in
Okay.
China as
Come on,
well. So an intelligent character on and off the table is Jürgen Persson.
Me is just reassuring Feng Chanwei. Right shot, just a little bit unlucky.
Players are looking to serve so close to the net.
7-5.
Definitely fearing Feng when the ball is served long. Wang definitely has to cut down those kind of serves, the serves that drift half long into the table. Not really very impactful. It either has to be short or very, very long. Just sitting in the middle of the table isn't good enough at this level. This match definitely taking over 15 seconds between points. I'm surprised the referee has let them away with this, to be honest.
It's like someone stole the referee's cards before she came in this morning. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think we would have had that with referee Fat. He is a tough character.
And my personal favourite referee Lowe from the first time. He was a character indeed.
Great action there from both players. Feng just disappearing away from the table a little bit, opening up the table for the Chinese athlete, dictating the play there.
8-4.
With just over 7 minutes to go, 1-all, 8-all. This is an exciting one as that ball just clips the net and goes over for the Singaporean player. You have to feel that this is the pivotal time in the match for both players.
Oh, a little edge there from Wang. She'll take it though. Back to 9-all. The business end of the set, of course.
9-all.
Wang has the advantage of serve. Let's see what she can do with it. Oh, the whole bench up for that one. That was massive in the context of the game. Feng leading 10-9 now. Shibayev still on his feet.
And there it is, there's another fist pump from the Singaporean. Incredible how she's managed to get through that set.
Second little fist pump there, walking to her bench. Shows how much it means to her. Taking a 2-1 lead now. So important in the context of T2.
So much more animated this time round than watching her at the Australian World Tour. This is better from Feng Tianwei. She needs to keep this momentum up if she has any chance here in this match and for the rest of T2.
Well, we know this is a level she can play at. She was a part of that world-winning team back in 2010.
A cracker that was back in 2010. Can she bring some of that form to the table now? I think both players are putting on a good show here. Both playing some good table tennis. I'm sure there's more to come here.
That was a lovely little feeling there from Wang, caressing the whole way around the ball, cutting the spin from Feng. There we can see why Feng favours the long service, catching Wang again. Really is an important part of the game if you can keep your opponent guessing.
Wonderful play all round there. Lovely opening backhand topspin from Feng, and then Wang stepping right round to hit that forehand.
Oh, look at what it means to her. She wants that $1,000 bonus.
It's a nice little incentive for both players, this.
Well, in the context of T2, she really needs as many points as she can. Had a rough opening round 1 and has fallen down the standings and the individual results. So every game matters for her from here on out.
And individually, once we end the 6 rounds and it goes to the grand finals, the 4 players in both male and female categories will go into the grand finals. And there's big money on offer for the top 2 teams for the grand finals and the top 4 players in both the male and female categories.
Of course, though, that's not the only prize money on offer. We also have the fan favourite coach, and I'm sure all 4 coaches will be eyeing that $5,000 prize up. Who will your favourite be? Tweet us and find out. You can hear the chill out from Shibayev, animated on the bench. Just what you want in a teammate. Team Pearson, a little bit quiet there. Still clapping for their teammate, but just a little less animated. Probably something to do with the scoreline. 13-5 down.
5-6.
That's always a tough one when you serve in the net. You feel that that just kills any momentum that you had. And with 2 minutes to go, if a game did finish now, we would enter the kill zone, but it's going to be tough. There's not that much time left to play. 6 or 7 points.
Of course, both women just taking a little bit longer than 15 seconds, so we may not get there if the referees don't call it.
And that's a wonderful little flick out there from the Wang racket. She's able to just caress right round the side of the ball there.
The angle she's getting off that. Feng just playing into the middle of the table, trying not to play on the racket, but that time it didn't work.
5-9.
Feng really in trouble here. It's her incentive to not enter a kill zone.
5-10.
If Feng Tianwei was clever here, she might just dump this set. I know that they're not meant to do that, but that would give her then a chance in the kill zone to win 3-2 and pocket a wee bit of money.
10-6.
Just a wee bit. $1,000.
10-7.
But that's not the T2 spirit at all. Every point counts.
And there it is. How fitting that we enter the kill zone. It's been an absolute cracker here between two of the best players in the league.
Szoecs stepping in there to give Wang a little bit of advice. Lovely to see in the team. Confirmation of the score there. 11-8, 7-11, 9-11 and 11-7. 2 games apiece. Who will win the kill zone?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, because I understand. Yeah, but this is correct. Okay. Okay.
For those of you just tuning in, the kill zone, it's rapid fire. No, we're not chucking plates or knives at each other. It's a table tennis ball that's going rapidly across the net, back and forth, and it's first to 5 points. At 4 all, it's sudden death. 1 single point. So here we go.
First to 5 points. Love all.
Oh, what an opening shot that was. Wang means business. Impressive display there, playing straight down the line, tricking Feng straight away. A little bit hesitant from Feng there. Getting a little bit nervous in this kill zone game.
And now 2 serves to come from Wang. Really good again. Taking that ball as early as she could. 3 quick points. And it's just first to 5.
Can Feng crawl her way back out of this one? 3-1 down. We'll see if she has the nerve.
She's taking a bit of time over this service.
Too much spin to deal with from Wang. Feng's arm just getting a little bit tight, not fully extending over the ball.
Singaporean doing well to stick in, but it's going to be tough from here. It's an uphill struggle.
Especially with the service on Wang's side. Let's see what she can do. Let's see if she's got the nerve here. One more serve in her sequence. Match point, kill zone game point, and a chance to win at $1,000.
Shaky hand. And there it is. What an incredible win for Wang. She stepped in. This was her first match, remember.
I think Feng was as surprised as me. She opted for the long serve. The long serve favouring in Feng's position normally. I'm surprised myself that Wang took the risk.
Yeah, congratulations all round from the team. And that ball just clipping the net.
Ding Ning will be pleased with her replacement. All the Chinese players playing on rotation. The points carry over from round to round, no matter who the player is.
Well done to Wang.
It's an interesting and tight little statistic. Team Pearson and Wang, 51% winning on her service.
Let's sit back, relax, and watch some of these highlights.
Really is an impressive display there from the new player to T2. Look how far she breaks that wrist there to play a little banana flick out.
So interesting that Wang Manyu was able to come through in the kill zone and win a tight 3-2 thriller.
Welcome back. Let's talk to this teenager winner here, Wang Manyu of China. 曼玉今天比赛其实打的还是一波三折哈，一直落后，但是最后反败为胜。你觉得这个取胜的关键是在什么地方？
主要还是一个耐心吧。不管是落后还是领先，都是一分一分去打。
有没有想到今天在比赛中能够战胜世界级的名将冯天薇啊？
输赢都想过吧，主要还是去拼对手，毕竟还是。 值得学习的。
好的，心态非常好，祝贺你。Once again, congratulations to Wang Manyu, who actually won over this game. Now stick around when we come back, Game 5. All right, Game 5 between Matthias Karlsson and Timo. Coin toss, please. Red.
Red for me.
All right, let's do that. Wow, luck is on your side.
I serve.
Serve. All right, bring it on, gentlemen. Game 5.
Welcome back here. Match number 5 in the evening session. Lovely little game there before with Wang Manyu against Feng Wei. Now we have a little bit of a different style here. Matthias Karlsson taking on Germany's Timo Boll. Karlsson's style with the forehand rubber, the pimple rubber of course. Let's see how Timo deals with that. Matthias Karlsson, 26-year-old. Ranked 23 in the world, highest ranking as to date. Will be looking to cement his authority over Timo. Hard match though for him.
Timo, current ranking of 8, being as high as 1, and he's really gonna look to force the issue here, look to get in with spins, and it's interesting because a lot of players don't have the answers against the young lad.
Change of referee there. Tarek Khalili taking over from Winnie Che.
So here we go. It's match 5, and it's Timo Boll that's going to get us underway with 2 of his serves.
Love 2.
So many players struggle against this really tough Swede. And that short pimple on his forehand, strong backhand as well. So this is going to be interesting.
1-2.
Oh, a little bit of confusion here on the referee scoreboard.
3-0. Love 3.
Timo taking the ball so early. Matthias Karlsson choosing to step away from the table, injecting a little bit of power there in his backhand. Trademark backhand shot across the court for him.
I'm sure here, if Matthias is wanting to have an opportunity to win this match, he's going to have to shorten the points. He's going to have to go for some big shots. As rallies progress, you would feel that Timo Boll is a little bit more stable.
Absolutely, Gavin. He just seems more relaxed too at the minute. I've never seen a more relaxed player sitting on the bench with his team, having a little laugh and joke. Of course, all in the T2 spirit, of course.
Normally you would see Timo playing short, but that's 4 or 5 receives. I've seen him go long so far.
You can definitely see how loose Timo is. He had a little holiday before this with his family. I think it's done him the world of good. Looking quickly to the ball boy. Give me that ball. I want to keep playing. Definitely an interesting tactic for Team Mies. Pretty sure Michael Mies has told his team, let's wrap up the games, let's keep playing, let's get as many points as possible.
Interesting as well.
3-8.
For the people here that have been invited into the cavern, invitation only for everyone that you see in here.
Our crowd here get to see all the behind the scenes action, get a little tour before they start. Lovely for them that the T2 really does break the barrier between player and fan. All the players, of course, happy enough to stop and take photographs with the audience. There we have them. Look at the audience acknowledging the camera. Just brilliant to see.
Another trademark early Timo Boll forehand. How many thousands of those have we seen over his really successful career?
See the ball from Timo just a meter over the net. Really doesn't matter how high he does play that forehand ball. The amount of spin he produces, no one's going to hit a clean winner off that anyway.
So with less than 20 minutes to go in this 24-minute match, it's Boll that has 3 game points. And there it is, the German, Timo Boll, winning this first set comfortably, opening that first 3 or 4 point lead and just carefully maintaining that.
I don't know about you, Gavin, but I'm a little bit surprised of Team Person's response. Very flat at the minute, don't you think?
It must be difficult for them to lift themselves from a 7-14 deficit.
Oh, the umpire reminding the players they only get 30 seconds between games. Very important to come back on time so they can start on the 30th second. No more than that. That's a rough start for Matthias. No one wants to dump a serve into the net, especially when you're already trailing 1-0. He is having a little bit of a stroll around, stretching his back. He's been walking miles today on that bench.
2-1.
A little bit of confusion again from the umpire.
Yeah, it says on the scoreboard 2-1, but we know that in fact Timo Boll has won all 3 points so far.
They've stopped the time there as well to fix it, so no time has been lost, thankfully. That ball injected with power, soared right up into the VIP section. One of the VIP people here had to get off their seat, their comfy little seat, to retrieve that ball.
3-2.
Good stuff from Timo. Always looks to dictate the play. When you're doing that, you're always moving to the correct areas of the table. That's so important. The game is so fast these days.
We can see Timo stepping up for a service. And is 67% here, 1 on his service against Mattias Karlsson's 50%. And as we said, getting into the 60s in your own service is key. There's another ball soaring into the VIP section. They're doing a lot of work here today.
Having to get off your seat twice in a day. Wow!
3-6.
That's just again the trademark ball forehand. Doesn't matter if he knows that you know where he's putting that ball. It's just the quality of the shot.
7-4.
Mattias Karlsson getting himself pumped up here. It's important to try and stay positive for himself and for his team.
4-8.
Two of the standout players, and then we have to go back a long way for players being in the top 30 in the world, maybe back to guys like Jens Lundqvist, and further back to guys like Freddie Hawkinson, and then to the legends of the game, obviously Jan-Ove Waldner, and the great lad that's in here today, Jørgen Persson.
He really is a huge character here, Jørgen Persson, strolling around the T2 cavern here, watching his team practice just before they got underway.
6-10.
So it's 4 game points for the German. Again, just got a good start to the set so he could relax. And there it is again. That's a comfortable 2-0 lead for Timo. And here comes the ball boy.
The crowd fully appreciating Timo here. He's loved by many. Some call him the Federer of table tennis. Class act, Timo Boll.
He's done so much for the sport in Europe. Not many of the top European players reach world number 1, the pinnacle of the game. And it's his attitude as well. Such a nice guy. Nice guy in screen as well. Jørgen. Speaking to his Swedish player. Mattias is going to have to lift the attitude, lift the intensity now. And I think he's looking back over to his bench to say, come on, lift me.
Mattias Karlsson lifting the other players on the bench, cheering on, off on his feet. We would like to see the bench do that for him though.
Another fast start from the German.
Lovely little reverse serve there, purposely going half long. He wants Mattias to come in and lift that ball up, to then play a lovely little counter loop. All credit to Mattias there, getting back into that point off the net. Not easy at all. But of course, as the point extends over a couple of rallies, the German is favourite.
Love 3.
Another let serve.
3-1.
Timo just misreading that serve a little bit more on it than he anticipated.
It's a better little spin up. We've not seen much from the Karlsson racket where he's spun that backhand down the line. This could be a little tactic that he's found.
Oh, what a backhand that was. We've seen him do that in round 1. Is this him getting a little bit more relaxed? Opening up the body. Here we see it again. Look at the angle on that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done. A little bit more confusion on the umpire's table. Jorgen Persson straight in there. Timo being a little bit more vocal than usual. It's great to see though.
It's tough for Timo Boll to get over that and play a backhand. Look, so many players, when Karlsson starts to hit with that flat, short pimple, that they start to block the ball. It just shows you how early Timo sees that. Look at that, another high octane, fuel packed. Look at that.
That was massive from Matthias there. Timo was in control at that point. And we can see that's what it meant to win the next point. A cheap little point. Timo fist pumping that.
With another serve to come. Here we go, Mr. Karlsson. And that's better. 2 points on the bounce. Feeling a lot better about himself now. We've not got that much time left. Just over 10 minutes of this 24-minute match. Another point for Matthias Karlsson. Starting to get a bit of focus there.
A little bit more positive from Matthias the last couple of points. If the team isn't going to lift him, he's going to have to do it himself.
See how different that is. Half long ball. Matthias spins that up with a short pimple. It's not really got much spin on it.
This will be interesting now. Timo has 2 serves coming up. Trailing 9-7. Let's see if Matthias can hold his nerve and clinch this set.
Look how high that ball is. Matthias right into the opposing bench. It was wonderful how much he moved left and right to try and get this ball back.
Timo did really well there. Those aren't easy to put away, as a lot of you local league players at home will know.
Look at the way he tried to stride back for this one. Oh, that could have been ugly. Could have landed right into Chen there. So it's a 1 minute timeout. And these are always crucial times in any table tennis match.
Då går han in med backhand. Lite läskig när han får gå in med den, va? Eller får göra en snabb mot backhand. Eller långt, och så längre 2.
This will be interesting here. Matthias Karlsson making 16 unforced errors. But against Timo Boll, not many of those will be unforced errors, as we do know.
The error count says 7 to Timo, but a lot of those will have been slightly forced. Very difficult for the stats to be absolutely perfect. So here we go.
Love Lovely little change of service for Timo. In fairness to Matthias, he read it well, opening up with the flick. But of course, that's a set play for Timo. He knew the serve was a little bit of side spin on it. He expected the flick, and boy did he do well to win that point.
How fast was he to pivot round the corner there? Again, Timo, he just lures you into playing half long. Come on, attack me, and then I'll attack you back.
The flexibility in Timo there, admired by many.
Well played, Karlsson, though. Really flicking through the ball there, generating pace. And now we're at sudden death. Remember at deuce, there is no deuce. So it's 10-all, it's sudden death, it's 1 point.
Again, set play from Timo. He expected the flick. Just the ball dipping a little bit in the bounce. We'll see this again. That's definitely from the pimple rubber. Killing the spin a little bit. Just bouncing a little bit low. Timo expected that flick though. Unhappy with that one.
Players.
Matthias Karlsson, the big Swede, really, really well to get back into that. Steal it on the sudden death point. Amazing now that he has a little bit of momentum that can carry him through into this fourth set.
Doing a little run around, getting himself pumped up, lifting himself. This is very a positive attitude from Matthias.
Amazing how many of the top players get good starts. They just know the importance of the first 3 or 4 points in a set.
Oh, what a backhand cross court from Matthias. Trademark style, of course. Just look, putting himself up and then absolutely rips the ball across court. Timo, very vocal there. I think this is as loud as I've heard him. Magic stuff in the T2 cavern.
Side and chop. Well, I didn't read that in the commentary box. I would have dumped that in the net too. Well, nicely poised here. Just over 5 minutes to go. Another intriguing match, and we'll have a final match, a women's match, to conclude today's play.
Timo pointing to his towel there, wants a few seconds to compose himself. Just rushed that last point a little. Clever from Matthias there, choosing not to go for the forehand flick. He knows Timo is expecting it. Changing up the game. Clever from the Swede.
Timo a little bit slow to turn in the middle, but that's credit to Matthias Karlsson.
Well, he may have been slow in the last point, but not so slow there is the German. Oh, Michael Mears showing a little bit of humour there on the bench, always nice to see.
Set the way he's able to contort his body, get the ball out from those horrible positions. He's done that his whole career. We could head to a kill zone game. That would be intriguing. And it doesn't matter how strong your backhand is, when someone's forehand is going into someone's backhand, over the course of a game, you're going to be winning more than 50%.
You tell Paul Drinkle that stat.
5-7.
So here we go again. The players just taking a quick 15 seconds to towel down, and they race back to the table to serve. It's so fast around here. You blink and 5 points have went by.
Let 5-7. 5-8.
Look at the focus on Timo's face there. So impressive. 36 years old and still play at this level. Climbing up the ranks, he now sits at 6th in the world after his impressive display getting to the final of the China Open. Had 4 match points though against fellow teammate Dmitry Ovtcharov. That's got to be a sore one.
Look how quickly he's raced to 5 game points. Here we go. That's strong again, and we're going to be entering, would you believe it, a kill zone game.
Up next, kill zone game.
Timo will be delighted with that because he can race ahead even further, trying to get another point individually and for the team.
Lovely shot of our T2 cavern there. As you can see, the VIP section all looking very comfortable indeed in those little seats.
No change. No change.
Och sen att du är med förstås, men allt lite lugnare. Drar upp den också raka backhand, eller dra till den då va?
Still important. Matthias can come back out here, try and steal another set. Remember, it's not just about the second session, it's about the 6 matches that they're going to have throughout the course of this year, right through till December in the grand finals.
Timo unhappy with that one. Matthias playing cleverly into the body.
So it's first to 5 points here in the kill zone. Who's up for it? Here we go.
Let love 1.
Oh, that's a great mix-up from Timo there, going for the long serve, catching Matthias out. He's chosen not to use it that often until the kill zone. Clever tactic. Timo did well there to keep that serve in play originally. That serve was sizzled from our seat and it kicked off the Timo ball racket.
Look at the way that that ball kicked right round. He was able to rip round the right hand side of the ball and then predict that the ball was coming back to exactly the same position. Ball clipping the edge, didn't it?
Again, like we said before, luck favouring the brave in the T2 cavern.
Let 3-2.
It's a little bit of a nervy serve there. Got away with that. He's got another attempt.
Shibayev on his feet. Definitely one of the more animated players we have here. Great to see.
So here we go. crowd are getting a little bit vocal as well. And it's Timo with 3 game points.
I'm still surprised to see team. Still a class act though. Modest in victory. You'll be disappointed there, but you can't be too disappointed. Timo played a great game there.
Get that confirmation. 5-4 win in the kill zone, but you'd won it before then, and that's just an extra point for the team. 62% for the service 1 points, and that is extremely high. Timo will be pleased if he was to look back some of those stats. We'll see 1 or 2 of our important match highlights now. Sit back and watch these 2 guys in action. Wonderful view there of the Karlsson serve and the way he cuts round the side of the ball. There's another impressive performance from the veteran Timo Boll, and he came through in a comfortable 4-1.
All right, Timo is right here with us. The team is happy with you, proud of you, and you scored 4 points for the team. You must be proud of yourself as well.
Yeah, I think I played a good game. I think everyone is afraid of Matthias' crushing forehand. He's a tall, strong guy, but also his backhand is very dangerous. So played quite good tactics, thanks to my coach. And yeah, I'm quite happy about the result.
All right, Timo, a job well done. Thank you very much. Stick around. The last but not least, Game 6 is about to take place. All right, welcome back, folks. Now the team person is trailing, so why don't we give Szoecs a chance to do the coin toss? Your choice.
Red.
Red? Okay, let's check it out. Well, your wish has come true.
This side.
The other side. Okay, then. All right, bring them on, and Game 6 to start.
So that was another wonderful match that we've just witnessed there. Timo Boll coming through, but now we're into another women's match between Thailand's Szoecs Sweatabut and a Korean player, Yang Haeun.
Here we have Szoecs Sweatabut. Had the joy of watching her practice this morning. Early doors, of course, only aged 23. Highest rank 51, just a little bit lower than that now, sitting at 54 in the world.
And on this side, we have the taller of the 2 players, Yang Haeun, being as high as 12 in the world, but currently ranked at 23, so comes into this match as favourite. It'll be interesting though to see how this one pans out. Umpire again. Pari Kali of Malaysia, she's back in the seat. She's had a good couple of games so far. And let's see if she has another good match and if she brandishes maybe a yellow card or 2.
You're really pushing there for the yellow cards, aren't you, Gavin? What a catch for Michael Mays there, catching the ball, doing the ball boy's job. Jack of all trades is our Michael Mays.
Love 1.
I heard that he's a semi-decent golfer as well. Just outside a single handicap. And not too bad at all.
1 all.
Shooting backhands, opening in this first set. Mizutani really needs to mix up the game here.
1-2.
Watching her in practice this morning, she can do it. So let's hope we see some impressive magical displays from her. Oh, that's not what we want to see there. Dumping the serve into the net.
It's a nice little combination there from Mizutani. Service very similar to Bernadette Szoecs in a match we've seen earlier on today.
Yang Hae-yoon stamping authority here as the highest world ranked player on the table.
Mizutani just looking to keep working away here on the serves. And that's earlier, that's much better. Racket high, looking to accelerate through the ball. She's going to have to keep doing that if she's got any chance in this match.
Oh, a little bit unlucky there, but of course, as we know, she added a little bit more spin to that serve. Difficult for Yang Hae-yoon to read it, but got a little bit lucky with the net cord.
Lovely combination, flowing between backhand and forehand there. Wonderful.
Interesting to note as well, Mizutani choosing this side of the table, choosing to look at her team for the support. None being given currently, but Yang Hae-yoon has the support of her team, Alex Shibayev, on his feet.
Ball just clipping the edge there from Mizutani. Lovely backhand over. You feel sometimes some of the male players could be watching this, maybe learning a thing or two.
Lovely little play there from Mizutani, taking the ball so early, playing into the right position of the weaker side of Yang Hae-yoon, her forehand. Mizutani opting to keep the ball in the backhand court, winning the point, but I feel like she could change it up a little bit. Definitely playing into the weaker side of Yang's forehand is working a treat.
So we've seen a couple of nets, we've seen a couple of edges. That edge was even thinner than some of the other ones. An interesting conclusion to this final match. That's better from the Yang Hae-yoon racket. Mixed doubles world champion in 2015 in Suzhou with Xu Xin. So not just a single specialist, 2 game points. And there it is, that's the fist pump. So important when you have a chance to win the set that you win it at the first chance. Let's get that water opened, a little bit of hydration before we match back for game 2. Appreciating some of the tunes we've got here as well. Just swaying back and forth to the music. What a wonderful way to end day 1.
Sudashini. Second game, Yang to serve, love.
Players are back to the same side of the table as before. I'm sure you've all noticed that as well.
Love one.
Yang calling her own net cord. The umpire's not so quick there. You can see Mizutani mixing up the play a little bit more. That surely is a tactic from Jürgen Persson, the seasoned vet. Choosing to turn there, just thinking that she can get a little bit more spin on her forehand side if she's going to play to Yang's backhand.
That's unlucky. That's a good miss, and they've reinforced that throughout the day. Sometimes you can hit some great table tennis shots. You hit the net and off, or just off, but that's fine.
Lovely no spin serve there. Mizutani not really reading it, choosing to push it back.
It's a nice view of the Yang Hound serve.
No serves getting past the referee though, all legal so far in this game.
The backhand to backhand exchanges, it's the Korean player that looks to have the little bit stronger backhand so far.
That was a nice little backhand open up, fully following through there. See it again. Yep, fully extending her arm forward, carrying the motion through. For me, she's just playing a little bit too much into the backhand corner of Yang. Mizutani really needs to mix it up here. That forehand maybe should have gone cross court.
That was a better play, switching to the wide Yang forehand. But to Yang's credit, that ropey forehand has held up really well in this first set and a half.
Yang just giving a little bit of a confirmation to herself. It was the right idea. Keep pushing forward, stay positive. So crucial here. Again, Mizutani just choosing to play in the same corner. Really not advisable. She was practicing this morning, playing a varied shots with her training partner. Just a little bit confusing on why she chooses just to play in the backhand corner.
Liked that service there, and she had a good opportunity to open up with spin. Just missing on this occasion.
7-4.
tomahawk serve. And that was nice because that was a subtle change. It just got away from the wing of Yang there, didn't it? Just moving over slightly into the middle.
Just clipping the edge there. But as you can see at home, the problem with Yang's forehand, she doesn't really rotate in her hip that much. You know, it's all in front of her body. Not so much power can be generated there then. There we see a perfect example. Not dropping her right hip at all. Arms stuck into her body. No space created there.
Yeah, it's an unusual technique.
But we have to give her credit though. Highest world ranking has been 12. It must be working somehow.
Suppose at every level of the game, players have strengths and weaknesses. Even Timo Boll has a weakness somewhere. We're still yet to find it, but yeah.
If any of you have the answer, make sure to tweet us. We'd love to know.
And that's another huge point for Yang. Marches to 1 game point. Szoecs though has another service to come.
Again, it's Szoecs' backhand, not fully flowing. She definitely needs to, I think, to turn a little bit more, get her forehand in a little bit. It's definitely a lot stronger than her backhand at the minute.
You often worry sometimes in the women's game, players not willing to change, go with the flow. Too much of the same, and it's not going to work. So confirmation there of 11-8 and 11-9. Hopefully now Jorgen Persson is looking to bring in some new tactics.
Interesting to see there in the Mia's camp. Michael just telling Yang Hae-eun, playing backhand to backhand is okay. Even stepping into the middle to play your backhand is more than okay, because he knows her forehand isn't as strong as Szoecs'. So let's make sure you use your weapon.
You just feel it's a matter of time before the Yang forehand breaks down. But she's very clever at being able to play different systems of play that enable her to get her backhand in.
We see that very often in the women's game. Set little serves where the opponent can only really push long or flick long to the backhand, getting into a backhand to backhand rally. A lot of the women feeling comfortable there. And if that's not working for the opponent, like it's not working for Szoecs, she has to take risks. It was an unforced error there, but I call it a good miss. Trying to do something new.
An uncharacteristic mistake from the backhand wing of Yang. I'm sure that won't bother her too much though. A wonderful change of pace there, keeping the racket high and just deciding on that one to just go slightly more forwards on impact. Look at that, conservative ball and then a quicker one. Very clever to change up the speed and pace. In this deciding match.
5-2.
A big ooh there from the crowd, another edge point.
The nets and edges are still coming though, thick and fast.
Lovely little change there. Definitely what Szoecs needs. If she does play to the backhand, it has to be after she plays to the forehand. Keep mixing it up. Don't get stuck in a backhand to backhand rally.
A little bit of momentum now for Thailand's elite player. Almost call that an unforced error. Thought that was a reasonable chance for Szoecs there. He's seen that ball.
Oh, that's perfect from Yang. Michael Mays' tactic of playing more backhands even on the forehand side seems to be paying off. Use your weapon.
Five, 7.
Interesting to see here too. If Yang does get this set, it'll be the first 20 individual points for the team that we'll ever see in T2. As Michael Mays' team currently lead 19-8.
Whatever happens in this individual match, it really has been a thumping for Team Persson. I'm sure there's not many times in his career that he has been beaten this badly.
7, 8.
There's the integral part of Team Persson. Matthias Karlsson on his feet, trying to drum up some support. Really wish the rest of the players would join him. Oh, Jusei Hook has rose to the occasion here, joining Matthias on his feet.
Unlucky. Oh, there was a chance there. And big difference between 10-7 and 9-8.
1 minute.
Oh, timeout called for Jürgen Persson's team. Really is crucial here. We can see Szoecs is a little bit deflated, puffing out the cheeks in the last point. Really disappointed with that one.
Some lovely slow-mos there. Just telling herself, come on, let's think our way through this game. That's what table tennis is all about.
That's what you want to see. Coming back from your team with a little bit of a smile on your face. I wonder what Michael Mays was saying to her to get that reaction.
Very few unforced errors so far in the match. Only 7-5 in favour of Yang. So it's been a high quality match, as I'm sure you're all noticing back home.
There we go. Definitely the wrong shot. We see the frustration there. She said she should have played a forehand. Why didn't she though? It's been the same result the whole way through the match. She's not favoured playing backhand to backhand is Szoecs.
Yang in to the middle of the table. And that just gives your opponent a different look on the serve. Small little changes. And 1 game point for Yang to open up a 3-set lead. And there it is. Congratulations to Yang. She's really played some good stuff. And the Thai athlete must be demoralised now.
As we see there, even on the last point, Szoecs playing into the strength of Yang. She really needs to change up here. Jürgen Persson really needs to get into this match. Tell his player, I've just seen it in front of me, he's saying play more forehand. I think he's right, Szoecs. It's about time you listen.
This is a huge points accumulation here for Team Mays. To reach 20 and possibly go beyond that is going to set them up beautifully for the rest of the season.
Team Persson only getting 8 so far will help Team Rossi in the overall standings to keep their points down, to try and level it up. Szoecs looking to play a forehand there. Right idea, just not giving herself enough room. But that's credit to Yang, playing the ball where she doesn't want it. Nice little slow flick down the line. A lot of players do have trouble with that. The change of pace, no spin flick, really a key shot here.
1-2.
You just feel the Thai athlete rushing a little bit, a lot of pressure on her here to try and get a point on the board.
Lots of pressure exerted from the Yang racket. She's flowing now. She's feeling good about herself. Look how quick her racket is. Turns on the right ball.
All credit going to Yang here at the minute. She really is seeing where the ball is going. Szoecs not really getting into the rhythm at all, not knowing where the ball is going, just trying to react.
Just over 2.5 minutes remaining. It's likely that this will be the last set of the day.
That was a beautiful backhand from Szoecs. If she's going to play to the backhand corner, it has to be full of power. Apologizing there, yet another edge.
Much better from Szoecs. Needs to hit the ball a bit harder. Be more aggressive now. All of these structured, consistent rallies, Yang's winning 70 or 80% of them.
Definitely in her comfort zone here, playing against Szoecs.
6-5.
Subtle changes in speed from Yang, and that's just meaning that Szoecs is reaching forwards to the ball and not gaining enough touch and control.
Oh, a little bit more confusion from the umpire's table. Just a little error in the scoring.
We're into the final 30 seconds of the match. We may have time for a couple of points only.
6-7.
And if I was Szoecs now, I would be wandering around and getting a yellow card. You would want this to be the last point if you were 7-6 up.
Just not creating enough space there. Rushing that forehand, knowing how important it was.
And as the buzzer sounds, we're at 7-all, so we're going to have a final point.
Michael May is just making sure that was the case.
This is such a fitting way for us in the T2 cavern to finish the day. A final point here between Szoecs Sweataput and Yang Haun. Both teams are up off the bench. And there it is, it's Team Mays. It's Yang Haeun that wins the final point of the day. How incredible was that?
I think it just says all along what we've been saying here in the commentary box. Do not play into backhand to backhand if the other player is favourite. That was Yang Haeun's weapon. Michael Mays told her to execute it, even on the forehand side. That's how much he believes in it.
It's hugs and appreciation all round for the South Korean athlete. She's played so well today. It's a 21-8 result for Team Mays over Person.
Team Mays reversing the scoreline. They lost in round 1. They came out for blood here in round 2. And were their team pumped up? Yes, they were.
For me, the standout match was Alexander Shibayev beating Jun Mizutani, the #1 athlete of Japan, in a 4-1 match. Let's see some of the intriguing match highlights. And it's been a wonderful...
My team, I think they performed very well today. I'm very proud. I mean, everybody was ready. We had a little bit of luck at some times, but I mean, everybody was just playing fantastic, and we had a good team spirit, and yeah, that's it.
Unbelievable run here. Of course, we got 2 more fixtures ahead. And how do you want to, how do you manage, I'm sure you wish to do so, keep your momentum going?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new day tomorrow, and it's very important to be happy today, but it's also even more important to be ready for tomorrow. It's a tough match. Because we won today doesn't mean that we will win easy tomorrow, so we have to prepare ourselves for a very tough day tomorrow.
Well said. Best of luck, Michael. A job well done. Thank you. Congratulations once again to Team Mays right there. All right, folks, that wraps up today's action. However, let's check out what's ahead, especially right now with the leaderboard on the men's side. Chen Jin-an is taking the lead right now, and this is the second part of the men's leaderboard. And women's side now, who is leading? Okay, Sun Yesha is leading. And of course, congratulations to the 2 leaders right now. And the bottom 6, we don't have it here. But, well, obviously, well, we'd like to check out the team standings right now as well, if the billboard can show us. But if not, don't worry about it. Well, so far, actually, Michael Mays' team, Team Mays is leading 21-8. And obviously has won this match here. And here are the results for this evening's action. 21-8. All right, updated result as such. Congratulations once again to Team Mays. And tomorrow, fixtures again, 2 fixtures, opening with Team JJ taking on Team Person, and followed by the evening session featuring Team Mays, again, taking on Team Rossi. Well, a lot to look forward to. Once again, folks, thanks so much for being with us today. Definitely an action-packed day. And tomorrow, a lot of action still ahead. Don't go away. Stay with us. And a lot more to look forward to. And for now, we'll say goodbye to you. Till tomorrow. See you then. Bye.